All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Welcome to the Astro Teaching and Learning Conference. My name is Jill Johnson, and I will be your host for this session. I'm excited to introduce Bridging the Gap Between Theory and Practice, Leveraging Technology for Real-World Applications, presented by Dr. Karen Ivey and Bill Davis, both full-time faculty members in the Forbes School of Business here at Astro University. The chat window will be available at the end of the session for your questions and comments. And without further ado, here's Karen and Bill.
Thank you so much, Jill, and welcome everybody to Bridging the Gap Between Theory and Practice, Leveraging Technology for the Real World. This presentation will be a hands-on presentation in the sense we're going to show you how to during this presentation. And it's myself and my co-presenter, and I would like to present to you Mr. Bill Davis. Mr. Bill Davis is an instructor here at Forbes School of Business, and he is also a faculty center for Forbes School of Business. Bill holds a master's degree in organizational leadership, a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, and a Certified Manager certification. Bill is a former executive, and he has taken 3 decades of experience in the beverage industry and successfully transitioned it to the academic environment. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Bill Davis.
Karen, thank you very much, and I appreciate that introduction. And now, everyone, I want to welcome you to our presentation here, and I would like to introduce my good friend and colleague, Dr. Karen Ivey. Dr. Ivey's professional experience includes over 25 years of business, technical, and leadership contributions in the aerospace, manufacturing, commercial, consumer, and office healthcare and information technology industry. She's an accomplished senior leader in the information technology services industry with expertise in strategic development and oversight, service delivery, program management, and technology transformation. Karen's educational background, it consists of a combination of business, technical, marketing, management, advanced studies. This includes a PhD, organizational management, with a specialization in e-business, master's in business administration with a focus in management marketing with BA in mathematics with a computer science focus. Her university experience and passion for teaching covers both traditional and online environments. Karen's current focus is in the Forbes School of Business, Ashford University's online degree programs. She is the BA Business Information System. She's the program chair and for the BA in Business Administration. So her goal is to inspire others to achieve their ultimate goals in the educational area and to explore their passion to the fullest. With no further ado, I'd like to give it back to Dr. Karen Ivey.
Thank you so much, Bill. So as the diagram says here, as the student is talking to his teacher who's using the chalkboard to identify arithmetic, how can I trust your information when you're using such outdated technology? Well, we know that's not the case for us at Ashford University because at Ashford we understand technology changes things. And today technology indeed is the #1 driver of change, and it is also driving change in the classroom. So during this session we want to encourage you to use more technology in your Ashford University courses. The purpose of this presentation is to learn how to integrate real-world learning experience in the classroom through the use of video. And as this agenda shows, which Bill will take us through, we have a lot of good information set for you. Mr. Bill, can you take us through the agenda?
Karen, I sure can. Today's agenda, we're going to present 5 important points. We're going to cover why video, why would you use it? We're going to talk about resources. Where do you go to find them? We're going to talk about resources again and how to integrate them. Then we're going to talk about the application in the classroom. And then finally, we're going to talk about the ADA requirements and copyright laws. Karen, back to you.
Thank you, Bill. So as this graphic shows, the real problem not adding technology to the current organization of the class is not adding technology, but changing the culture of teaching and learning. And so what we really want to emphasize is you want to transform the learning space in your course room. You want to make that your personal teaching space and truly connect with your students. And technology provides the direction for us to do that. And so as we look at ways that technology can be used, we're going to focus on the use of videos in the classroom and just why are videos effective in the classroom. Here are a couple of reasons. One, videos enhance knowledge transfer. When you create your videos and you pack your videos with good knowledge, we're providing to students the information that's loaded in the video as well as the benefit of the visual aspects of the students receiving the information. Videos are also an attention grabber. When you create your videos, if you create a video or even if you use an existing video, you can also add graphics to it. Those graphics are eye catchers. And when you link the graphics to the knowledge and the text you're providing in the video, that grabs the attention of your students. They're an effective delivery. We know that whenever you focus knowledge sharing on more than just one sense, in this case, it is the written word, the audio word, as well as the visual, then we have a very effective method of sharing knowledge with our students. And it allows the students to do content recall. The students can back up, fast forward. If I didn't receive or if they didn't receive a particular point, they can replay that so they can indwell that knowledge in their understanding. Some additional reasons why videos are very effective in the classroom is this. If you take out the time to embed important and required content in your course room session in that video, guess what? The students have to go to the video in order to retrieve the information. It's a wise practice to actually do that. Let the students know you're doing it. And that way you can be assured that the students are viewing the very good knowledge you have embedded in your video for knowledge sharing. And then finally, the videos provide instructor presence. So in addition to your written word that we provide to our students in our guidances, the video also gives the visual of yourself providing that knowledge to your students. It enlarges our presence to our students in the course room. All of those are very effective reasons for using videos. But how about addressing that question with just how long or how short should a video be? Well, there have been enough studies that really emphasize the importance of not having extremely long videos. Why? From an attention span standpoint. A shorter video that is created where it is concise, direct to the point, has the information embedded in it that is needed for students, but it's not elongating the point, is very, very effective. From studies, we see that videos keeping the length between 2 to 5 minutes max is very important because in our fast-paced world, making it longer could actually result in students losing interest in keeping up with watching the video to pull out the content. What I suggest is if you have information that expands beyond 5 minutes, divide that up into multiple videos. There's nothing wrong with, for say, a week's learning objectives. If I have a video that maybe together creates a 10-minute length, divide it up. One 5-minute video at the beginning of the week, show the second video, bring that into your learning space later on during the week. But divide it up so you're staying within the standard 2 to 5 minutes max. And then the discipline approach. As we are creating videos or even selecting videos for our students to engage in, we need to apply that discipline to be sure that we're not integrating long videos or videos that has extra content in it that really does not apply to the learning objectives that we intend for our students to receive. So do remember those aspects when choosing or creating videos. We want to talk about some examples that Bill and I have worked on in integrating videos into the course room. I'm actually going to turn this section over to Bill. Bill, can you share with us how you did this with your subject matter expert, Stephen Chum?
Karen, I sure can, and I want to thank you for those fine points that you just made on that prior slide about the length of the video and grabbing attention and so forth. And I certainly want to thank you for teaming with me on this particular project for my classroom in Management 330. So I thought we did something good. So I'm excited about this, and I'd like to share it right now with everyone. Stephen Chum is a CFO for the Hill Group in Chicago. It's a construction company. If you go to the internet and you Google it, it's a pretty big outfit. And at the time, I was teaching Management 330, and I called my good friend Steve up, and I said, Steve, would you do me a favor? I said, would you mind donating your time in my classroom for a very short video? I'd like you to talk about the 4 steps of control at the top executive level and how you would apply them. And the week's learning outcomes were about the steps of control and understanding them. So I thought this is a bullseye fit, and Steve can talk about how that all fits within the organization. So I called Steve up, and then he agreed, and what we did next was we started to develop a plan of action here. Karen is very technical. She understands Adobe Connect, and she got together, and what she did was we called Steve up. He called in. We actually filmed him, and we asked him some questions. He talked to the students, and I think the whole video was like 8 or 9 minutes. So a very good thing. Now, what I did, I just want to show you how to execute this in the classroom, how to integrate it in. I created some excitement. Of course, I didn't put these arrows in. These are there for you. But you can see my announcements. I like to teach in the announcement section with different embedded videos and links. But I actually went in here, and I put in Steve's video in here, and I talked about it. Plus, I put it in the discussion forum. So I alerted the students that it was there. And when you open it up, here's what you've seen. You saw the Steve Chum's picture. I made sure I did a little imaging in there. I put the Forbes logo. I introduced him. I even recorded another technical video, short one on Jing, introducing him with his photo, and it would create some excitement there. So keeping the students informed, building some anticipation, and there you go. I embedded the actual video that Karen had produced and edited for us, and here we go. We've got ourselves a nice piece that connects the students to some real-world application. And again, you can source this presentation and see this and see exactly what we did. We're just role modeling here. You may choose to do it a little different, but you can see how we framed it. And it went over very, very well. And I use it consistently in my courses. Now, again, Steve did sign a waiver, so we can use his image, use his video, and I thank him for that. And I also asked my good friend and colleague, Dr. Karen Ivy. Karen did a fantastic job, just showing you again another application, talking about navigating the future with your personal action plan. She did a Forbes Mentor Week video. We all did. I had done one on Plan Your Work and Work Your Plan. But Karen's particular video here was just absolutely perfect for week 4. We were talking about careers in our Management 330 course and talking about how they do a SWOT, students do a SWOT and look at their careers and evaluate different things. And Dr. Ivy here really nailed this and gave the students some additional value. And I said, Karen, I'm going to use this in the course if you don't mind. And, of course, she was very accommodating. I went out and embedded the video, took her image, and I took this right off of our website. And there you can see what that looks like when the students click. And that's something I did. In addition, I thought career services was important for that week, so I took that, applied that video, embedded it in the course. And, again, when students open this up, they can see that we care. We're going above and beyond. We're trying to take it from the delivery side through the use of video one step higher than they normally get. And again, these are well received. And, you know, a lot of students sometimes might not point and click and navigate around themselves. So I'm helping them help themselves by making this readily available. You know, in addition, as we go forward, Karen and I have another project on the table. This is Mike Spinozzi. He's a good friend of mine I grew up with. He was the president. He's retired now, Sally's Beauty Supply. They're very big nationally and internationally, and he flew all over the world with this company. And so he just retired recently, and I had called him up, and I said, Mike, would you do me a favor? Same kind of request. I said, would you mind speaking to some of my management students on a couple things that relate to weekly learning outcomes? He said, Bill, I'd be happy to. So Karen and I are going to be working with him very soon, and there you can see his image, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with Steve. In addition, now, when you talk about embedding videos, I've seen a question in there and so forth. Jill did mention in the Faculty Resource Center there are tools and different aids you can use and how to do that, but also in the Instructional Quality Resource Center located in Seattle, you need to see the link. When you click on that and you go to that, and there you go. There's the link going right to that site. I know they're building resources in there, and of course in Seattle you're going to find all these presentations from this great TLC week, this virtual conference. So with that said, I'd like to turn it back over to my friend and colleague, Dr. Karen Ivey.
Thank you, Bill. What I want to do now is to step us through very quickly just how easy it is to embed a video in your Ashford University course room. And we have the visuals here in the graphics just to step us through and to show us how. So this is one of the courses that I teach in the Information Systems degree program. And in this particular course, this is my instructor guidance, I wanted to embed a video. I wanted to find a video that aligned with the subject that I'm talking about here, it's databases and SQL, and I wanted to find a video to embed to assist the students in their learning. So one of my sources that I go to is YouTube, and we're going to talk about copyright directions and all when accessing videos from external sources. But I went to YouTube, and I found this YouTube video that I wanted to embed in my course. It's talking about databases and SQL. When you look at the video information in YouTube, you want to click on Share. And for all of the videos, this format is the same in YouTube. First, click on Share, and then click on Embed. And what that does, YouTube then will provide to you the embed code for the video. Copy that code. And once you copy that code, you want to go back to your course in your e-college. And this is my course again. I want to embed that video right behind the icon that I added that says Watch. Watch the video. And so you want to position your cursor right where you want to embed the video. I will remind you, you must be in author mode when you're doing this editing, and then click on HTML in the visual editor right inside of eCollege. When you click on HTML, it will take you inside of a visual editor where we have our HTML code. Well, you want to position your cursor here right where you want the video to show. And if you remember, I had the watch video icon. That's where it says watch video right there. Right after the space, the BR space, is where you then can position your cursor to paste the embed code that you just picked up from YouTube. Just paste it right there. Once you paste the embed code, you're just going to go back and click on Design. And guess what? When you click on Design, voila, there you have already embedded your video right in your course, and it's showing up exactly where you wanted it to show. As easy as that. And remember, this sessions files will be available for download, or you can contact myself or Bill Davis directly where you can receive the sessions PDF file. And remember, as easy as click, copy, paste, and you're able to embed the video right in your course. Okay, Bill, I want to turn it back over to you where you're going to talk about some more collaboration practices.
Absolutely. Karen, thank you, and thank you for some wonderful insight in there. You know, the one thing that Karen points out there, you can see that she does know where to go and where to put links and so forth. And, you know, for me personally, I had to practice that. And I can see in the audience here, David Leo is out there, and he was my manager, and he was, as an instructional specialist, and he was very technical, and he helped me do some of these things. So my advice to everyone, if you want to tune your skills up on some of that, what you want to do is collaborate with everyone and share best practices. And that's really what this slide is about, teamwork, working with people. My technical skills came up several notches because of the colleagues that I work for. And here's an example of Tom Seifert. Tom is retired now, but he was an instructional specialist, very technical. And Tom, I would just call him up, and we would talk, and he'd show me, and he'd send me a link and give me a how-to. Now I'm going to show you another slide here, and this is kind of an eye chart, and I'm not going to read it, I promise. But if you want to learn how to install Jing on your computer, here you go. Just go ahead and source this presentation when we're done, and all you need to do is follow this, and you can start to record short videos with Jing. And that's all Tom's detail as well as some of David Leo's input in there, and you can see just how thorough and complete this is. And again, best advice I give to everyone is practice, 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 practice. That's what I did, and that's how my colleagues helped me learn some of these things. So with that said, I'd like to turn it back over to my friend and colleague, Dr. Karen Ivey.
Thanks so much, Bill. Now, before we go, we really want to emphasize two things. One, the importance of everyone understanding copyright laws, and two, the importance of everyone understanding our ADA compliance directions here at Ashford University and taking that into account when we are selecting videos for our courses. For the copyright laws, we're going to look at two scenarios very quickly. In the first scenario, the online faculty or course developers want to use a video that's not part of the Ashford University library, our Films on Demand collection. The video might be placed in a course shell, instructor guidance, discussion board, or grading feedback or announcements. What is important is the work may be embedded in this course under one of the following conditions. The work has a Creative Commons attribute license that says, yes, you can use this video. The work has been dedicated to the public domain. The work is from one of Ashford University's licensed resources where you can use it, such as our library. ProQuest allows embedding videos in the course. Worldbook Academic allows embedded videos in the course. We must remember that the faculty member or college gets express written permission from the copyright holder of the video. Clips from video work likely may be used if the clip is less than 10% of the total work or 30 seconds. And that's one of the general assumed assumptions in the video world. If you're using just 10% of a total video, then you can use a short clip. But you must remember that the work's copyright holders must be credited in all classes. And it's as simple as, if you're embedding the video, put a sentence in there leading up to the video. Let the students know that we're going to look at a video created by, identify the video owner's name, and then go ahead and show the video right in your course. But always identify the true copyright holder's name. Cite that in your class. In the second scenario, this is one where a faculty member or course developer wants to link or embed a YouTube video, as I did in my class, into a course. The video might be placed in the course shell, the guidance, discussion board, feedback announcements, etc. The copyright law permits linking this content in your course, linking the YouTube video, but you have to remember these conditions. The faculty member or the college gets express written permission from the copyright holder to use the video. And a request that I had when I wanted to use the YouTube video, I simply sent an email, and the name of the holder is right in YouTube. I sent an email to the individual, explained to him I wanted to use his video in my Ashford University environment, how long I wanted to use it, and could I use it? And he responded back with a yes. The video must have a Creative Commons attribute that says, yes, we can use it. That's the type of license which is identified in YouTube. And the video has been dedicated, or the video has been dedicated to the public domain. If it is dedicated to the public domain, then it's all right for anyone to use it. Still remember, the work's copyright holders must be credited in all cases. Credit the author in your class. And then finally, we want to mention ADA compliance. ADA compliance multimedia is accessible electronic and information technology that is used by people with a wide range of abilities and disabilities. It incorporates the principles of universal design in learning. As I mentioned, Ashford University does abide by ADA compliance. So what is it? that we should remember when we're selecting and embedding videos. First off, the video file should include captions or synchronized text transcript. It's not good enough just to embed the video. YouTube, for several videos, have text transcript. If it doesn't, or even if it does, we have organizations inside of Oxford University where all we need to do is to let them know, hey, I selected this video I want to embed in my course. Can you confirm that the transcript is good or create a transcript for me? And they will do that. Make sure the embedded video player is accessible via keyboard, and do not automatically start any audio or videos. Always allow the student to be in charge of doing that. And provide a description of events or images, especially if the content is critical to learning. And that's simply by adding some bulleted points or a paragraph description in your instructor guidance that highlights some of the important aspects that the students will learn from the video. Well, Bill, we provided a lot of very good information on embedding videos. We showed how to do it, gave examples. What do you think? Can we open up for some questions?
Absolutely. And everyone, if there's anything we can do for you inside this presentation, answer a question, or you can find us at our emails, bill.davis@ashford.edu, and you can also contact Karen. Ivy Karen, I believe it's karen.ivy@ashford.edu. And
exactly.
So let's open the floor. If anybody has any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. And again, if you don't, that's good too. And we're here for you anytime. So appreciate you listening.
Okay, we do see Tanya is typing and David Leo are typing.
Bill, Karen, we had a question earlier about the Bridging the Gap. Was that a resource? Is that the PowerPoint that is uploaded into the presentation?
The Bridging the Gap is just our concept, to create a bridge between theory and practice. That's all that is.
Right.
Yes, good question.
Yeah, we'll take a few questions and then I'll close it out when it looks like we're done, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so David Lee is asking, any information regarding TED Talks videos? I love to embed them and always include the citation. Yes, the TED Talk videos are available to be embedded and to be used. We can do that. Just as we said before, though, if you embed from TED Talks, definitely cite in your instructor guidance or wherever it is you're embedding that video, the author, the owner of that. In this case, it would be from TED Talks.
Yes, thank you for the question, David.